Well, hello there. Let's talk about vaping today in the schools. Let's see, from a cop's perspective, which I'm a cop, I started taking vapes in 2013 from the middle school kids at my school where I was a school resource officer. Back then, the vapes were called mods, and they had 2 or 4 batteries that went in the bottom. Now, the juice was usually homemade or bought off of Craigslist from some sketchy person in the corner by the 7-Eleven. Back then, the vapes went from 0 milligrams of nicotine to 36 milligrams of nicotine. The reason they didn't go past 36 was because it would burn your throat coming down your, just the smoke and the acid of it would burn. Most parents that I called and said, hey, your kid is vaping, they would later, hey, my kid says it's a 0 milligram vape, so we don't have to worry about the nicotine. That would be cap. So after some genius decided to put salt or sodium in the vape juice, the kids were able to go up to 50 milligrams of nicotine. That's where you see on Snapchat and those kinds of things, kids always wanted the 50 nicks or the salt nicks, which were usually the 50 milligrams ones. Now I just looked on Amazon and you can get 60 milligrams of nicotine. For those of you that don't know, nicotine was actually used as a pesticide at some point. That means it's poisonous. Well, anyways, you guys don't care about poison. I do. As we move on with the vapes, nicotine is one of the most addictive things you can put in your body. I've talked to people, it's easier to quit heroin and meth than it is to quit nicotine. Now, a cigarette, for those of you that are keeping track or doing any math in your notebook, a cigarette has about 9 milligrams of nicotine. Now, some of that is burned off with combustion when you light it, and some of it is taken up through the filter. So maybe you get 1 to 4 milligrams of nicotine. Now let's take a 50 nig vape, which is what all the kids like to have anyways. Some of that is also burned off in combustion because you have to superheat the little filament that changes it into vapor that you put in your lungs willingly. And you end up getting maybe 40 some milligrams of nicotine. So that's, 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes you're putting in your mouth worth of nicotine all at once. That can't be healthy. But what do I know? I'm just letting you know what I'm finding. Now I'm getting nicotine/THC vapes from 5th graders. Why am I getting from 5th graders? Because the 6th graders like it, because the middle schoolers like it. And if the middle schoolers like it, the high schoolers like it. It's a trickle down